Sick. We're live.
Oh, we're freaking live.
All
Let's
right.
go.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 37th episode. I think it's 37. Well, we have way more than 37 episodes. This is just what we have labeled as our 37th episode.
Yeah, we got hella content. Give it a listen. Tell your friends. Apple and Spotify are dogging us. We're not even on the even close to the
Being
front page
on
of
the front anime page.
Dude, if we type in weebs, we're barely on there. You gotta scroll.
Yeah, I don't know what their whole deal is there, but if you don't know where you are, you're on the Undercover Weebs anime podcast.
The
Uh,
best anime podcast.
yeah, we're a
Out
little
on all
biased,
platforms.
but it is the truth.
It's just facts, man. We gotta collab with some big name boys and we'll blow them out of the water.
Yeah, you're right there. You're definitely right there. So, we should introduce ourselves because we usually forget that. My name is AK, uh, one of the hosts who's
And my
always
name is
here.
Noah, the
And
other
yeah.
host.
So, today we got a little bit different thing going on because we're not doing a topic specifically around anime.
Is this our first manga one? I think it is. Strictly manga.
Well, that depends if you consider our One Piece review, One Piece arc
Oh,
reviews, but
yeah.
that would, I mean, that goes along if you watch One Piece. I don't know how it follows it decently accurately, given that we don't technically cover the filler arcs, but
Mm.
that is technically around manga specifically.
Yeah, we for One Piece we're basically going off the manga, but like the canon anime covers everything and it does an okay job. So if you'll be able to keep up if you're caught up to the anime. Maybe a little bit of spoilers, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, we haven't done Wano anyways yet in our.
That's true.
We're not even close to Wano. We're at right about around Punk Hazard, which will be coming out soon. As soon as we get it, our schedules line up to actually get that bad boy recorded.
I'll probably record it this weekend though, so we'll have another One Piece video out soon.
Yeah, look forward to that. So, I think we said we're talking about manga, but we never said the actual specific topic about it. We're going over our top five.
Top five strictly manga. This is just completely off of the source material here, just the manga.
Yeah, and we decided top five, mostly because, well, manga is usually better than anime, but I feel like the amount of manga I've consumed is significantly less than the amount of anime I've consumed. And
Oh yeah.
I could do a top 10 list, but I'd be putting things on my top 10 list that I really would not consider to be that good.
Yeah, I think I've only read about 12 mangas, so like my top 10 list really would it wouldn't
It
be
would be
anything special.
lacking for sure. Well, now that I look at it, I forgot to order my list, but I think I can do it on the fly.
Alrighty. Shall we
So
start?
we might as well start ripping it right away. Let's do our honorable mentions at the end because I'm like 100% sure that at least one of my honorable mentions is going to be on your top five. I'm thinking two or three of them are going to be in your top five actually. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely one or two.
Yeah, I don't know exactly all of the manga that you have read either, so I'm
Well, the thing is,
quite
I've read like a
intrigued.
bunch of different ones, but so I've watched the anime and then I'll like continue on some like Demon Slayer. I did a little bit, Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm not counting them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
So we might as well get ripping on our top five then.
See,
I
I'm.
guess.
You start
Okay,
because my five is probably going to be higher on your list.
okay. Well, my number five does have a single season of anime out, which was done fairly well by Mappa. It is CGI, and it is called Dorohedoro.
Love it. I love that pick, man. I love that pick because I really fuck with Dorohedoro.
I have read 17 of the 22 volumes, I have been slowly accumulating them. It is not something that I am aware that you can read online anywhere, but I feel like having read a majority of it, I can confidently say that I can still include it on my list.
Yeah, dude, that's how good is it? How good is it?
The
Because like I've
first,
heard fucking crazy things about Dorohedoro.
if I'm gonna be 100% honest, the first season worth of content is like the worst part of it.
That's exactly what I've heard, man. That is exactly what I've heard.
Almost like the next like 5 volumes after, no, next like 6 volumes after the anime ends. I think the anime ends around volume 6, and like 7 through 12 is just heaters. Like the
Damn.
mystery is at an all-time high. Just like the fights and stuff going on, the stakes get raised a little bit, and if I guess we could give a overall synopsis of what it is. This guy named Kaiman has a lizard head.
He has a lizard head, and he's trying to figure out who gave
Why?
him a lizard
Yeah,
head.
and who he is.
Yeah, and he
That
likes gyoza, and there's magic,
yeah.
and it's pretty dark,
There's
actually.
there's like regular humans, and then there's people that can use magic that are like humans, and there's like devils and stuff, and it really doesn't get explained that well in like the first 6 volumes or like the first season. But
Yeah.
I'd say that it just definitely builds its world a little bit better. Things start to make a little bit more sense. Connections are beginning to be made.
Dude, I honestly want to find a place to read it because it's that anime was such a breath of fresh air because it's so different and so creative.
It
I
is.
think because it's like dark but funny, and like the art style is really interesting, and
Yeah.
the power system's really unique,
Have
and
you
just how
seen
everything flows is cool.
have you seen the art of the manga?
Yes,
It's
I've seen a bunch of it actually, just like random panels
yeah.
or people are like this is crazy.
It's got like a really gritty feel.
Yeah, it's got that grunge feel to it. Yeah, definitely right.
It's not like, I would consider it a very stark opposite of like something, say like Doctor Stone, where it has like an extremely clean look. This is
Hmm.
like, I don't know.
This is kind of like I would say it's almost similar to like Chainsaw Man in a way, but more kind of.
It's more refined than Chainsaw Man's art for sure.
Yes, it's just it's got its own vibe. It's definitely has its own unique art style.
Mm-hmm. For
Dude,
sure.
good one. That's a manga I really want to pick up.
It's
We'll
definitely
see.
worth the read. It's definitely worth the read.
Well, because I'm
I,
pretty sure I always forget, dude. There's like a couple manga YouTubers I watch, and one of them has it as like their five
yeah.
of all time, and
I've
I'm like,
heard
wow.
the ending kind of slows down or is not quite as good.
Mm.
And the part that I like just read through is like the best part of it, and that's how it made it onto my list. If I would have made this list 2 weeks ago, it probably would not have been on my top 5. But
Yeah, dude. So, that's a good one. My five is this kills me. This kills me to put it this low, but like I have just boners for everything in front of it. So my five is Tokyo Ghoul.
I am hurt.
I'm sorry, dude. The ones in front of it have a special place in my heart.
I am physically hurt from that statement.
Okay, I'm literally debating. I was debating between four and five, but like what I'm going off of is not what's better. It's what I personally got more enjoyment from. So,
Yeah, that's reasonable, I'd say.
right. Because like if someone said what's the better series, I would say Tokyo Ghoul would probably be it'd still probably be my four. But I mean, it's
Yeah,
good. We'll talk about it
I
later because we'll dive into Tokyo Ghoul.
yeah, for sure. I think that it would go up if you read Re in its entirety.
I know. I was gonna read some chapters yesterday, but then when we get into my honorable mentions, I started cranking out some more of a different manga.
Yeah, because it's like the paneling gets like more like you can flow through the pages better, the art gets better, the story is just like a great continuation of the last of like Tokyo Ghoul of how it ended,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
it
don't
adds a little bit more of a mystery to it.
dude,
So
don't get it twisted. It'll probably always be in my top like sick. I don't see a lot of things passing it up. Like no matter how much manga I continue to read, I don't really see too many things passing it up because I did like it a lot. And I mean, especially once I read it's gonna just maybe move up or just be solidified. So
yeah, at least up until a certain part in up like probably like chapter 130, then it kind of
gotcha.
works its way downhill and kind of doesn't get that good, but
Can
there's
we
still some great
can we
story
just talk?
arcs.
Can we just talk? Why are most anime endings not good? Why can they never figure out endings?
I think partially is they feel pressure to give an ending that is more satisfactory as an I don't know how to say
Like
this.
you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like shows like over here in the West, like endings are usually pretty solid. And anime
Yeah,
endings, like 75% of the time, leave me just like, okay.
I think it's at least in the terms of Tokyo Ghoul, it was mainly because the writer got extremely severe burnout, and he had originally planned on making the ending of Tokyo Ghoul a tragedy like the ending of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
But his plans kind of changed as he was progressing through his burn. Like, just had to continuously pump out those chapters,
Right.
and I don't know that people would have liked. I personally would have liked an ending in Tokyo Ghoul that was similar to Tokyo Ghoul. And in
No,
fact, he
yeah.
could have definitely taken a different route even in the last like 10 chapters, but he decided to take a more classic happy ending route.
Yeah. I guess I understand. And also like I'm sure like the taste of endings in Japan are just different. So like, they
Yeah.
might think a lot of these endings are good, but I think most of them are pretty fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, anime does seem to fail in endings a lot. But the ones that hit, they hit, bro. They're great.
Oh God, they are good. They are good, dude. Steins Gate, Code Geass. Are you fucking kidding me?
You haven't even watched Steins Gate Zero, which is like the ending to the perfect ending, or like an extra. It's like an add-on to the perfect ending.
That's true. That's true. I gotta check that out at some. I haven't been watching that many anime recently. I've been reading a lot of manga lately.
Yeah, I've been doing the same as well. It's just easier, or like it's you can do it so much faster. You don't have to commit as much
Right.
time.
And it's like, dude, it's soothing before you go to bed and read a bunch of chapters, and I just fucking hit the hay.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that.
All
Could
right, what's
not
your four?
agree
We'll
more.
get into Tokyo Ghoul in a bit.
So my number four is I expect to see this somewhere on your top five, and if not, you had to have literally just forgotten it, even though we already talked about it for a second. It is Chainsaw Man.
Not in my top five.
It did not make your top five, huh?
No, it didn't. It made my honorable mentions though.
Wow, dude. I just felt
Well,
like
AK, my top three are like the top three.
the top. Well, I guess like the top three. Of,
Yeah,
yeah,
so like
that's understandable. I guess
right.
the
I mean it.
quintessential top three of the manga world.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I just really liked Chainsaw Man as a whole. The beginning kind of had me a little off put, or like I don't know how to say it. I
No,
wasn't sold in the beginning.
I I would agree. I think its start is its worst part, and I was also kind of off put. But I just saw so many things on social media about it. I was like, I have to give it a shot. Like, it can't be getting all this hype if it's bad. What chapter was it? Chapter like 10 where it really started picking up.
Yeah, the first I can explain the first like 5-ish, 10-ish chapters. This guy named Denji, his dad somehow accumulated a very large debt, and the only way he can pay, and somehow the debt gets like passed on to Denji
Yeah, that's so weird. So
after
weird.
his dad dies, right? Which would never explain, but that's not important to the story. So he somehow comes across this like dog that looks more like a bean that has a chainsaw coming out of its head, and
Puchita.
he uses Puchita, this dog, to kill like devils to get money to pay back his dad's debt. And
And
then
like
yeah, he has to kill this zombie devil thing and fails, and then Puchita morphs in, he like makes Denji one again because he's in like a bajillion pieces,
yeah.
and becomes his heart, and then he becomes like a chainsaw devil man person.
And he looks so crazy when he's in his chainsaw form,
Yeah.
and he just fights other devils, and then it's a crazy story, man.
And
It's actually well done.
this is the part that puts me off at the beginning, was that his only aspiration in life was, one, to eat like toast with jam for breakfast, and two, to touch some boobs.
Dude,
I was like, how long can you make this go?
I know. I was, but I thought that was hilarious. I
It
actually
was like
love.
20
I
chapters
love.
in, both of those have been already achieved,
Yeah,
and then
I
it just
love
takes a whole
Denji's
different route.
character. Dude, he's such a unique MC. It's
He
such a good
is.
fucking manga, man. It's terrific.
My only thing about that manga is that I would say the art could definitely be refined. I find myself with that artist, or with that mangaka, that it wasn't as prevalent as a problem in Chainsaw Man, but he came out with a one shot called, oh, I can't even remember what it was called. Either way, it's like I couldn't even tell which character was which in the
Yeah,
one shot.
it's kind of like scribbly, like
Yeah, he doesn't. There's not a whole lot of defining
yeah,
features on each
yeah, it's not like
character.
crisp,
You have to,
but that's just his style.
yeah, you have to almost tell people apart specifically by their hair,
Yeah,
which is fine. It works for the manga,
definitely.
and obviously art is not the only thing that plays a factor into how high they end up on your list.
I mean, yeah, if I would have read Hunter x Hunter, it'd probably still be high on my list.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is not. There's
They
some.
have two. They have 2 out of 10 art though.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah. He has some of them. It looks like they're drawn by like a sixth grader in art class,
dude, the
and sometimes
Crollo Hisoka fight,
he just forgets
bro.
to draw sometimes too, and just puts text.
Yeah, dude, he literally just yeah. Oh boy.
What a guy.
What I got? Read Chainsaw Man if you haven't, because the anime is coming out and it's gonna break the internet.
Honestly, I don't even know that I would tell people to read it, because I'm expecting so much out of this anime that I honestly think the anime is gonna be better than the manga, just because.
I take back what I said. AK's right. The anime is definitely gonna be better than the manga. It looks unbelievably crisp.
If you have not even seen the commercial for it, which if you are aware of any of the anime community, I would be surprised if you haven't seen it, because when it came out, it was like everywhere. It is so amazingly animated.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the best trailers I've seen for any anime. It is ridiculous.
It is levels above even Demon Slayer in terms of animation.
Oh yeah, levels, dude. It literally looks like Unlimited Blade Works, bro. Unlimited Budget Works.
It is looks so saucy. I don't think they're gonna drop the ball on this one because they made a whole new ass studio just for this.
Right. It's gonna be colossal,
They're
dude. Mappa is about to
they're going all
dominate
in.
the 2020s, bro.
I'm
Dominate.
I'm very concerned that Mappa is gonna self destruct here though, because they have so much on their plate this year.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
They have so much, and I know that animators in Japan are already worked ruthlessly.
Yeah, dude, it's like a sweatshop. Like,
Yeah.
they get absolutely bullied.
And with the production schedule that I'm expecting on these, it's not going to turn out well.
I don't think they're gonna drop the ball. I think they're gonna be like UFO table and just put out quality constantly. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
sounds like
We'll
they're
see.
hiring more people instead of trying to make people animate faster, which is a good approach. I would say stick with that approach,
I would agree.
but we'll see how it goes, I guess. We
We
can
will
move
see
on
how
to
it
your
goes.
number 4.
My number 4, just because I literally love this series so much. I read it weekly. I've like reread it basically like the whole thing, and that's Kengan Ashura, the manga. The manga is so fucking
Oh,
fire.
I completely forgot that you
Ah,
read this.
dude, I caught up. I read it. I've been reading it weekly for probably a year and a half.
Bro, after I get some free time, that might be what I have to jump into because I don't know when that damn second season is ever coming out.
I don't think it.
So
I think they. I don't think it is.
I think they
But
probably just gave up on it, to be honest.
dude, I don't know. This is not a popular manga by any means, and the art in it is insanely good for how popular it is. Like it is so good, and it is just pure entertainment. It is literally just pure entertainment. Like you just watch badass people fight and learn about martial arts, and it's sick. It's awesome. I highly recommend reading it. It's one of the easiest things you could ever read. The story is actually solid too. It's good, man.
Yeah, it's a
Good.
if you're unaware of the basic setting, it's a tournament style um, fighting show or fighting manga. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah,
The
it's a
whole thing
tournament
is pretty
style.
much
Yeah,
tournaments.
it's good, man. It's just good. And there's actually twists in there, and the characters are really cool and honestly fleshed out very well. Like even characters that aren't main characters are fleshed out
You
extremely
never
well.
know who's gonna win a fight because it gives backstories for both characters like
I
perfectly like
love that they do that, dude.
intermingled with the fights, and then it just it the fights are second only to JoJo's, I'd say.
I would agree, man, because you don't know who's gonna win, and their fighting styles are like stands. They're so
Yeah,
unique and crazy. You're
they
just
really
like,
are.
oh man, it's nuts.
Yeah, that has a sequel manga as well, doesn't it? Or is that just
Ken,
kind of like
yep, Kengan Omega. When I started Kengan Omega, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, come on, this is the route we're going. And then I just kept reading, and I was like, oh shit, man, they roped me in again. They roped me in again. So
that
it's
will
gas. It's
happen?
just as good. It's just as good as Ashura. God, it's
Damn, bro.
fucking fire.
I am disappointed that I don't think they're ever gonna come out with that next season.
Same, because I honestly,
Big
I mean,
sad.
yeah, I watched the anime and read the manga, and the anime was fine.
Yeah, I mean, the CGI might have thrown some people off at the beginning, but the CGI is some of the better CGI I've seen in anime. So
Like that's strictly CGI. Yeah, I
yeah, the
agree. I
strictly
think it's just it's
CGI
like the
anime.
same as Doro Hidoro, same level.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. I think where Dorohedoro succeeds in their animation is theirs looks a little more like they almost try to mimic the hand drawn with their CGI, but then Kengan Ashura just like embraces their CGI look.
Yeah. No, that's definitely true.
But either ways, I need to pick that. I need to read that manga when I get some time.
Yes, yes, you do. Pure entertainment, dude. Such an easy read. You'd love it.
All right. So, shall we move on to my number 3 then?
Let's do it.
You already brought up my number 3 at your number 5 spot, which is Tokyo Ghoul slash Tokyo Ghoul Re, because
True. I haven't read Re.
even though they're technically two different series, they mold together as one. I would never pull them apart in
No.
a context for something like a top 5 or a top 10.
Goddamn, Tokyo Ghoul's so good. It's so damn good. It's
It's
ridiculously good.
it's just so, especially the original Tokyo Ghoul. It's just so like melancholy. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say it. I think
Yeah.
melancholy is a good word.
I would say that's a pretty good word to describe it.
This guy Kaneki, bro, he just trying to trying to get a girl, and then that doesn't go so hot as he
It
gets.
does not work out very well for him.
No,
That's for sure.
as he like kind of like is almost eaten, and then
Dude.
get saved by falling metal bars out of nowhere.
Yep. Out of nowhere, and then gets a little bit of surgery done, but
Yeah,
some
and then
sketchy surgery.
Then it leads into cannibalism and some other existential crisis stuff, and him learning that this other species is not like monsters, but then they also are, depending on which one they are. I don't know. It's great.
It's so good. And dude, if you like stories where the protagonist just gets absolutely shit on throughout the whole thing and just keeps going, check out Tokyo Ghoul, dude. I think Guts is the only character I've ever witnessed that has a harder go at it.
Yeah, I'd believe that. Kaneki does get his shit handed to him quite a few times.
And just dude, he goes through that like pain, like physical pain and that emotional trauma. Jeez.
Yeah, bro. I mean, everybody knows the Jason torture scene. That is iconic.
Absolutely iconic. Turned his goddamn hair white.
That is that actually has a scientific name. I forget what it was. When your hair turns, I mean, obviously it doesn't happen quite as fast as it happens,
Yeah. Right.
in the anime, where it's just like he goes through a kind of, I don't even
Very
know
long traumatic
Yeah.
experience. Yeah, dude, it's so good. And like the vibe of it is so just like sad and bleak, but it's so good and it really makes your brain turn.
And there's like no rights or wrong
Mm-mm.
position
Mm-mm.
in this, and you get angles from both sides in both Tokyo Ghoul, and in Re it takes an even different angle at the same situation.
They took such a good angle in Re, like based on what was going on, dude.
Yeah.
I like what's going on with Re right now.
Re's, in my opinion, is better, and I think that is kind of agreed upon, depending on how much you value an ending. Because that complete ending wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it wasn't what people wanted, I don't think.
Well, Tokyo Ghoul's ending was really good.
So good. So good.
It was perfect for the manga too. It was a perfect ending for what was going on. Like, of course, that's how it should end. Like, God, just solemn and just makes you like feel gross, but in the best way. Like in the best way. Like,
and
I don't
even like want to elaborate on the ending, because if you have to read it, because you can't even watch this. Don't even bother watching the anime.
No, don't even bother. Like,
ruined it.
Dude, and the peak parts of the anime are just shit compared to the manga. The whole Jason thing is so bad compared to the manga. It's so bad. It doesn't even like, oh, it's just not the same, man. You don't have like those like scribbled in like gigantic letters of Kaneki freaking out for like 3 pages before he snaps. Like, god damn it.
It's so damn good.
Highly
Wow.
recommend.
Just thinking
Highly
about it.
recommend.
So good. So good. But don't watch anime. Damn it. Don't watch it.
No,
Okay.
don't. It's atrocious.
I am done ranting on Tokyo Ghoul for now. So, what is your number 3?
Dude, my top three are so normie if like you're a manga reader because these are I feel like these are just agreed upon as three of the best. But my three is Vagabond. I haven't finished it. I've read. I think I've read about 30 some volumes. So I'm deep. I'm pretty deep into it. I definitely have enough where I can make a judgment.
How many volumes did you
And
say you read?
I think
Third. Wait.
how many volumes? Because I think I have 8 omnibuses.
Okay, so then you've read, yeah, 24 volumes,
24 volumes. 24
which
volumes.
is a good
Okay.
amount. I don't know how many omnibuses there even are
I don't
in
either. But
Vagabond. I think there's only like 12 or something like that.
I wow, dude, that is the most beautiful manga I've ever read. Like the art style, its way of storytelling. I'm not like I don't like philosophy and shit, but like that does such a good job of just like making you think. And it's really a beautiful story and it's fucking just good. Everything about it's good. The characters are interesting. It definitely like you have to take your time reading it. So if you're a
Yeah,
big like Shonen Jump, you just want to cruise through it. Probably not for you, but if you want something that's like an actual masterpiece in terms of storytelling, writing, and like art, dude, Vagabond is for you. So good. It's about the famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi. It's about his journey to get to being the best, most celebrated samurai of all time, and it's just wonderful, man. It's so good.
if correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't believe it is finished. Is it? I think
No, I think it's on hiatus.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure the author like started and wrote how many ever volumes of Vagabond, and then started and finished Slam Dunk, and now
Which,
he's
which is also considered one of the best
what?
manga
Yeah,
of all time.
like the best like basketball or like one of the best sports manga of all time.
Yeah,
And then he's writing one called Real, I think. I think that's
something
him.
like that. I
And
think
that's
that
like
it's something like
wheelchair
that.
basketball.
Dude,
So
the
I
the
don't
thing
know
about
when he's
Vagabond
planning on
is
coming
it's a
back
good
or if he
story to
is.
put on hiatus because it kind of just goes with the flow, man. Like there's not
Oh, okay.
necessarily a ending that like is definitive. It's literally just his journey.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I get that.
like honestly, like
I'm trying to
just where
think of
I
something
left
to
off,
compare that to.
I don't know. There's nothing because he doesn't have his goal is to be like his whole goal is to be the strongest under the sun. So
Oh,
he
okay.
learns new techniques and just fights people along this journey, and that's all it really is.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably your closest thing you might. I haven't seen or read any part of Vagabond, but I was thinking maybe a decent comparison might be Samurai Champloo, where you're just like kind of
Yes,
along for
yeah,
their journey,
yeah.
and you
It's
really don't
quite
give
it's
a
quite
damn
similar.
about
It's
what
like,
the end.
dude, yeah, it's actually that's a very good comparison to make. It's like that, but even less direction.
Yeah. Okay. Or maybe not. You haven't seen any of Mushishi, have you?
No, but I could also see it being kind of similar.
Because that has absolutely no direction at all. It's just kind of episodical, a dude fixing people's problems, and that is also very good. But I think that has a manga too, but I have not read any of that.
I think the manga is super celebrated.
For
I
Mushishi,
think I want to say it's regarded pretty high.
probably is. I know the
Uh,
for people that like watch a lot of anime, that is they usually regard that quite high. As long as you're not like a normie shonen guy.
yeah, dude, Mal has it
If you
at
got a
38.
yeah, if you got a little bit of culture, then you enjoy stuff like that. I could see it being slow for some people, but
The thing is, I feel like I gotta watch it because I feel like I'd like it because if it's a vibe and just
It's
a
just
chill
so
vibe,
yeah,
I'm
it's
with
just
it.
such a chill vibe to watch. And it's not something that you even it's something that you can watch 2 episodes and then go 6 months without seeing any more of, and then watch another episode or five or how many if you want to finish it, and
Yeah,
you don't feel like you don't necessarily need to remember things from episode to episode
right.
because it doesn't like play like that.
Hmm.
But that is way off topic now.
Yeah, dude, Vagabond, check it out. It's good. Everyone would, well, most people would like it.
I think most most people that read manga would like it. Yeah. So I suppose we can go to my number two, which I assume is going to be your number. It might be your number two, but I bet it's your number. It's your number one. One Piece.
That's my number one. But you know how I feel about One Piece, man.
Oh baby,
Like that show has been with me for so long. It's like I don't even know. It's like part of who I am, I swear.
it is amazing, and
It's so good. It's like, oh man. Fuck.
only one mangaka could keep this going at this high of quality for this long and still not have answered any questions about anything.
That's why
And
Oda's
that
the
is
goat,
Oda.
man. That's why he's the goat. Oda goat, baby.
And if you guys are unaware of what One Piece is, you guys are just living under a rock. I'm sorry. Like it's One Piece, damn it.
It's
It's the only pirate manga ever because he started in 1997 and no one bothered to bothered to make another one after it.
I know, for real. You can't. You just can't do it. Like, you can't follow up One Piece.
There's even other mangakas that redo chapters of One Piece in like small arcs because it's
One
just
Piece,
so iconic.
it's so I feel like One Piece is like heavily just as like a part of Japanese culture. Like
Yeah,
everyone in Japan reads One Piece. Everyone. Like I don't
it's
even know. It's like Harry Potter over there. But
I think
oh,
it's the second highest selling comic of all time because
I th-
because Superman is above it, I think.
I think you're correct. Well, I
It
know
just
it's
it just passed Batman like a couple
yeah,
weeks ago.
dude, it's got to be up there. It has the same amount of revenue as Harry Potter.
It's
Like,
so good. I mean, it's like 1,023 chapters now, just as of last week. And
dude,
damn, was
and
that 1,023rd chapter on fire?
dude, oh my god, chapter 1023 might be one of my favorite chapters in the whole entire series. Dude, it's so
Damn,
gas.
bro. They are. He can. Wow. I don't even have words for what he does.
I don't either. You can't, dude. You can't compare him to anyone because he sucks you in, and
He's.
he just.
Okay. So maybe what I would try to say about One Piece as a whole is that he never fails to, like, keep you engaged in an arc, or like there's always reasons for stuff that's going on. It's not like Naruto's end where it's just like, why is this is trash, you know?
But yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, like there's no reason for any of this. It's like you still like we know the end goal,
Yep.
and it's not we just don't know how he's going to get there and what's going to happen in between, and there's so many mysteries and so many things I want answered, and he could write for 20 more years about it easily.
100%. 100% he could. And the thing is, what's crazy about that is he already has established and built up probably the best world in all of fiction. Like when it comes to like the amount of moving parts, making sense, the amount of freaking like, because like, dude, you'll be reading and you'll just think of a character and you'll be like, what are they doing right now? And like,
Yeah.
it's just insane, dude.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
insane.
Plus, he does have a decent amount of like off-screen stuff going on, especially standing out to me is the Reverie stuff. Is like we don't know
Oh my
anything that's
god.
happened there. It happened so long ago now. That's like over 100 chapters ago, and
we
all we
there's
know is nothing. We don't know anything.
we're 1023 chapters in and we don't know any of the big plot points yet. Like
No,
none of them. Like literally none of them.
like
Oh, it's
god
insane.
damn, we don't even know Nami's last name.
God damn it.
We don't.
Dude, okay. So you thinking he has to God, fuck him. That's hilarious. I've really thought about that. It's just Nami.
Yeah, damn, bro.
Dude,
We don't
watch
know
him
who
pull
Soga
something
King
crazy
is,
out of his
bro.
ass with that.
It's unexplainable. It is a masterpiece in every way, shape, and form. The only thing I have a problem with is that I wish he would do less splitting up in fights and having everyone individually fight someone, because it kind of stretches things out a lot.
Yeah, it's just hard to do it in any other way with that big of a cast.
Yeah, plus that is the best way for people to raise their bounties.
Yeah.
Like
Which is like one of my favorite parts about One Piece is the bounties.
everyone's
Like,
bounty after Wano about to go up to like at least 500 million, plus like Zoro's and Sanji's are about to be like 1.3, 1.4, and Luffy's about to be like 4 billion, 5 billion.
yeah, it's gonna be nuts. The thing is, what I'm thinking is we're gonna get a crazy info drop, and if like, dude, think if Oda hits like a crazy info drop, and then like say whatever happens to Kaido happens, One Piece is gonna be on top of every manga right now because One Piece is peak, and he could keep going for like the next 30 chapters, and they could all be 10 out of 10 chapters. And like, dude, it's just hype. Get caught up to One Piece right now. It's a perfect time to catch up.
There's so much lore around everything, and oh my god.
Dude, AK, you caught up in such a good spot.
Yeah, because it was like right before, it was like as the Battle of Wano or the Battle of Onigashima was starting is when I caught up. And I like that I'm caught up, but at the same time I hate that I'm caught up because I despise not being able to know what happens next.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm so glad that I can watch new videos on YouTube and stuff that drop about One Piece.
God, dude, it's
And like
just
lore and
insane.
theory videos. It's
I love
crazy.
how Oda has literally accumulated his own community of content creators that strictly talk about One Piece.
Yeah. There are so
That's
many
insane.
YouTubers that like strictly talk about One Piece.
I mean, if you think about it, though, it's one of the only series that has enough content where you can literally just talk about
Just
One
talk about
Piece.
it. Plus, there's so many unknowns too that you can
Yeah.
make theory video upon theory video upon theory video about everything. Just this
Yeah.
week, I remember sending you guys a text saying I have a theory of how King and Kaido came to know one, like just like a general King theory.
Right? God,
And
I
it was
love it.
actually a good theory, if I don't
That
say
was a
so
good.
myself.
That was a good dude. That was actually a really good theory. God damn, we gotta start patenting our theories.
Yeah, dude. I already put my name on the rocks beam from Laugh Tale one.
That was a good
So
one. I still haven't heard anyone talk about that.
So if you hear that, know that it came from me.
That actually has a very high possibility of coming true.
It just makes sense, bro. It just
makes a
makes
lot
sense
of
to
sense.
me because he didn't want to go to the last island, or I guess technically the last island wasn't really discovered anyways, but
Yeah.
you know, people had to still been wanting to go because Roger was the only one to make it to even to Lodestar.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You'd think that generally speaking, pirates, that's just kind of what pirates do in One
Right.
Piece, is they want to go to the end of the Grand Line. and he had
Yeah.
no desire to do that. So that just
No,
makes me
he
think that he
didn't.
already knew what was going on.
I have a theory about Rocks, and it's that like because I think Rocks is gonna have a big influence on Kaido. I think Kaido's backstory is just gonna be all about Rocks and like their relationship.
I think we're gonna get a God Valley flashback probably.
We have to, bro, especially with the whole devil fruit scenario and like all the
With
Rocks
the Big
drops,
Mom stuff and how,
Big Mom
yeah,
stuff. We have to. But my thing with what I think could happen with Rocks is that Roger and Garp kind of broke Rox's like will and like switched up his mindset, and then like he just like crumbled, like his basically his like dreams and like his aspirations just got crushed, and then he just like gave up. And I think that might be have something to do with like Kaido and I don't know, change his mentality. But that's my theory. We'll
I
see.
could definitely see that. That's definitely a possibility. We could
Because
literally go on for One Piece for another half an hour.
yeah, let's hit your one.
Okay. Mine. Oh, that was my number two. Do we want to do your number two before my number one?
Oh shit. Oh well, my number two is Berserk.
Okay. Yep. My Berserk actually did not make my
Oh
list
my god, Berserk didn't make your list. What the fuck is your
because
problem?
I have not finished the Golden Age arc yet. I am
That's fair.
in the middle of where Griffith has just made his, like, he can't talk, and he just made his decision that he was going to sacrifice everyone.
Oh fuck. Oh,
And
shit.
that is where I am. I get the next two deluxe volumes in the mail tomorrow, and I promise you those will probably also be read in their entirety tomorrow.
Oh god, AK, you are coming up on some shit. Wow.
I
Dude,
feel like
the art in the manga for these chapters coming up is, oh my god, it's insanity, bro. It is
I
insanity.
with the deluxe volumes, dude, I feel like I just fully am immersed in the entirety of Berserk because the art is just like so big, and he does what a lot of manga artists fail at doing, is telling the story through the actual art instead of writing about the story.
Yeah.
Like, he has significantly less dialogue than
Mm-hmm.
One Piece or Naruto, especially at the beginning. Holy shit, Naruto, I felt like had so much dialogue.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah, so much.
And it's like, I feel like sometimes there's just like 4 pages without any dialogue, but you can just follow it so well, and it's so clean, and it's so perfect.
I don't know if there's a comic or a manga that expresses emotion as well
Better
through their
than
art
that.
as Berserk.
And the thing is,
Dude, pain. You feel the pain that Guts and those people are going through when something happens, and you're just like, oh my god, it's heart wrenching. God damn. Oh,
yeah,
so good.
I think that is pretty much the only reason it didn't make my top 5 is because I haven't finished this arc yet. You know, like, this is still in a way like the first arc.
Yeah.
And I haven't even reached the end of it. So
That's fair, man. That's fair. I guess I'm only I think I've only read a volume or two past the Golden Age, so like you're not even like that far behind me, but like the Golden Age in itself is a masterpiece. And I'm pretty sure there's some other arcs later that are just as good and some people consider better than the Golden Age, so like
I've heard
man,
the art actually gets better too, because he switched to digital initially to make, like, so he could streamline his process, but instead he started editing things down to the single pixel. So
yeah. Dude,
it's just the quality is through the roof.
have you seen like some of the later panels like on like Instagram or anything?
Just
It's
amazing.
insane.
It's
It's
just
art, dude.
ridiculous.
You could
I've
put that in a frame, like, oh,
I simply did not know that art could be that good. Like hand
Yeah,
drawn art could be that good. I simply was not aware of that.
it's wild, man. It's wild.
Like the only other artist I wouldn't even like. I was gonna say there's one other artist that just has like amazing art, and that's the artist that does Doctor Stone, who's like Boichi. Um, and he had a previous manga called Sunken Rock that has just
I
insane
was
art.
gonna start reading that today, AK. I was gonna start reading that.
Apparently, it has possibly the worst ending of all of manga.
Actually,
Yeah, I heard it starts off good and then it just kind of like goes down the shitter. It's like so bad. I've heard
damn, dude, I've heard good things about it.
the art. I mean, it's just fantastic. I've read like I think I've read like the first two chapters. I didn't really get anything from the first two chapters, but I read the first two
It's like a
chapters.
martial arts drama, right?
Yeah, I got a synopsis. I was watching a video of someone today that actually on YouTube that recommended it, and he said, yeah, the ending is like the worst thing to ever exist. But
Oh, fuck.
the initial story, this dude like follows a woman to Korea that wants to become a police officer in Korea, and he is like, "Oh, I want to be with you, so I'm going to follow you and become a police officer too, right?" Instead, he becomes a gang boss.
Oh, I like that. Okay, that's a good start. I would be
Yeah,
into that.
and I mean, even if the ending is bad, you can't. I mean, it's not hard to look at. It's so visually pleasing. But even
Yeah.
that, I would say, is not even on the same level as Berserk.
No, dude, Berserk is fucking nuts. Even his old like not digital shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
wild, man. He's a wild man. Rest
He
in peace.
is one of the best to ever do it. That is for
Hmm.
sure.
Wait, can I guess your number one?
You may guess my number one.
Is it okay? I'm trying to think, dude. What your number one? Is it fucking 20th Century Boys?
It is 20th Century Boys.
Ah, let's go. I know you. I know you.
I love the way that Naoki Urasawa tells his stories. I just
I gotta
love the
read
way
it.
he does it. He he like brings in just like different characters and then manages to like intertwine them into the story, and then with literally without you even noticing, he just gets rid of the character. But well, he doesn't like get rid of them, like they'll pop up at random times, but then you just like,
Mm.
I don't know, bro. 20th Century Boys is so good, and Monster does the same thing where it like brings in, or like it has individual character arcs that are tied to the same to like the main story, but then it's just like if you think about how he does it, you get really confused about it, but it works so perfectly.
Yeah, dude. I gotta give it a go somewhere. I wish like reading it digitally would be easier to find some of these.
Yeah, I mean this is a Viz publication, and I bought the. They came out with like 2-in-1
Wait, it's
volumes.
on Viz?
No, it's not. You can't read it on Viz on the
Okay,
app.
yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
I was buying the 2-in-1 copies as they came out, and
Hmm.
they're not like. I kind of wish I had the singles because I like the look of the singles better,
Hmm.
but damn, it was worth buying because the story is so good. It's like it's like peak mystery thriller. It's just I don't know, it's amazing. It's like dystopian mystery thriller, like
Dude,
it's
yeah.
just it's the best thing I've ever consumed. Except the author originally stopped. So like there's a 20th Century Boys, like volumes 1 through 20, right? And then
Yep.
the ending of that didn't make any sense because you never found out who the friend was. Doesn't make any sense to you, but if you read 20th Century Boys, you know what I'm talking about. You never find out who the friend is.
That does
And
not. Yeah, I have
yeah,
no idea what that is.
well, the friend is like the guy running the terrorist organization that everyone thinks is actually like a good person, but he's not.
Okay,
And he's like
gotcha.
framing people with whatnot. And then I think he was like 2 years later, he released 21st Century Boys, which kind of closes out the story. And then
Hmm.
in a way, I couldn't even like figure out who it was because I had to like go way back in the story and be like, oh my God, it was just like, it was like poetic. It was so perfect.
I gotta consume it, bro. I gotta read it. I have to. It's definitely on my list. That intrigues me more than Monster, personally. I know they're both really good, but
Monsters,
that.
another ending that is literally just like poetic. And he almost leaves it up for your own interpretation too,
Yeah.
which I personally like. But I could see how if people get weird about stuff like that, you know. So
I don't mind it, and it just give me some direction. I do never no one ever make an ending like Neon Genesis Evangelion ever again,
no,
please.
yeah, you definitely get a direction, and in fact, like 20th Century Boys ending, like you do figure out who, like if you're paying attention when you're reading it, you can figure out who it is, or like the
Interesting.
so good, so good. It is
I knew
under
it.
recognized as just it's just perfection. It's just under recognized. Damn it. You guys need to read it if you're interested in manga.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm pretty sure JoJo's Part 7, if I would have read it, would be my number 3. 'Cause
Yeah,
apparently,
is that's Steel
dude, the
Ball Run,
hype.
right?
Yeah, that's Steel Ball Run. The hype behind that one is just nuts.
Yep, that is extremely hyped.
Shit, should we hit some
Extremely.
honorable mentions?
I suppose I actually wish I would have put this honorable mention in the spot. I might have hot swapped it for Chainsaw Man if I was given like 30 more minutes to think about it, and that is All You Need Is Kill.
Oh, that's what I thought you were gonna say. Wow, oh, dude, for being such a short story, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
How
That's in
has
mine
this
too.
not been made into an anime or an anime movie?
Yeah, I don't know. It's terrific. It's literally so good.
It is perfection. In a way, I kind of saw how the ending was going to happen or like what was going to happen at the end, but
Hmm.
I did not expect it to be
That.
that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I did, dude. That is so good. That actually, for those 17 chapters or whatever it is, it encompasses so much shit, man.
It's so well done.
Yeah,
Like
it's
damn.
amazing.
It I've a little synopsis. It's this guy uh he's like works for the Japanese military and they like wear these kind of mech suits but they're more like Halo suits.
And they're like
Um
Halo suits.
and they have to fight these weird balls of alien things. I don't know what the hell they are. But they're like really OP and he gets caught he like dies while trying to kill one, but he does manage
Hmm.
to kill it and gets caught in a time loop and just like gets more and more like OP during this time loop as he's trying to figure out his way to get out. And it's
Yeah, so
done
he
really
literally,
good.
yeah, dude. So every morning he wakes up, does the same thing, goes to battle and dies, and he just keeps improving his fighting skills after just hundreds of times, like just hundreds of deaths. He just keeps getting stronger, and wow, it's good. It's so good. The action is insane. The relationship with him and another character is fucking awesome. Oh,
It is as good as it can be in 17 chapters.
yeah, I don't think you can really do much better in 17
Nope. It
chapters.
is literally as good as a manga can be being only 17 chapters. Well, I guess
Mashal.
yeah, that is also on my
Mashal.
I don't really like the direction it's going right now, if I'm gonna
I
be
don't.
honest.
I didn't. I didn't until what's his name? Ultimate. What's his name? The bad guy.
Yeah.
Something Zero.
Yeah, something zero. It
But
just like
I,
went off the rails, bro. In
oh
terms of
yeah,
fighting, like
yeah.
what?
But also, you gotta think like it's literally like a One Punch Man hit like Harry Potter. like,
Yeah, but like
uh,
it went from like 0 to 100 real quick in terms of how the battles went. You know,
oh yeah, yeah. I went insane, dude. Mashal is fucking crazy.
like remember in like the first 20 chapters, the dude was like using Explom and Masha was fighting that, and now you have dudes controlling fucking time and space.
I know, and gigantic monsters that are like fucking huge, and Mashal's just like, man, Mashal's sick.
It's a great manga.
So
It's
funny,
so funny
so
too. Oh
funny.
my god, it's about as good as a parody manga can be.
Oh yeah, it's like literally it's One Punch Man Harry Potter mixed with a sprinkle of Black Clover. That's
Sprinkle
what it
Black
is.
Clover.
That's how I can describe it.
Speaking of Black Clover,
That's also on mine.
that is very good. Right now, currently, it is.
Dude, he's going down the Naruto Shippuden route,
He.
bro.
What are you doing? Stop
What
it!
is he?
Please stop. Everyone is
Dude,
becoming
it's the
too
same thing
overpowered.
every chapter.
I
Every
know.
chapter is the
Okay.
same.
Guys, this is not really gonna spoil anything, but this is a layout of the chapters from like 299 to 304. Okay. A previously established fight is going on, right? So they're fighting. They're about or like the wizard or the magic. What the fuck are they called again? Magic Knights
Magic
are
Knights.
fighting against the devil, and then the devil gets the upper hand, and then someone from the Clover Kingdom comes and saves them. Every chapter. Every chapter.
Every single chapter, and someone gets mortally
chapter.
wounded and then doesn't die.
Yes. Please kill the people that you killed. I'm sorry, but that nothing makes me more mad is when, especially the last, okay guys, spoiler for chapter 304.
Oh god, that was such a cringe chapter, bro. So cringe.
Bro,
2 out of 10.
Mimosa, why do you, what? Okay, Rill and Mimosa together right now, they literally are, they're gods.
Unstoppable.
They're literal
Yeah, no.
unstoppable because Rill can make it so the person doesn't receive any damage during their fight until after the spell is like over with Twilight Valhalla. And then Mimosa literally just brought the people back from the fucking dead. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what?
It does. Yeah, bro, it's fucking broken. The power scaling right now is going crazy. And the thing is, 303 was my favorite recent chapter because we got some Nozel stuff, and he's one of my favorite characters. I think he's the most slept on character in the series, personally. So I was like all amped up. I actually liked what went down in 303. I was like, okay, whatever. He comes in to save the day. He's like one of the people I would have liked to come in and save the day because we got the whole flashback with,
Yeah.
his mom.
That one was
But,
acceptable. And
No,
the
that
other
one was
that
good. That was the best. That was the best save out of all of
No,
them.
I disagree. The Magna one was the best save. Because
Okay, that doesn't count. That's in the Hall of Fame.
I got so goddamn hyped, bro. Oh my
was-
god.
That was one of my favorite chapters I've read in the last.
Wow, bro. Hype.
It was fucking ridiculous.
So hype. Oh my gosh, dude. So hype.
Yeah, dude, I could read that chapter and go fucking fight Jake Paul, and I'll kick his ass, bro.
Literally
that
reading
chapter is so good.
Reading that chapter, the last panel where Magna is literally just standing there screaming, looking up. Oh my god. I stood up out of my chair and screamed along with him.
I know, dude. It was so good. Holy fucking shit.
And then after that shit it just went down the shitter right after that.
Yeah, it's hype and it's like lit, but he's literally just copying the same formula over and over. He doesn't seem like he's gonna stop.
Literally chapter by chapter, he does the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, unless he has real big plans for the end of this arc to literally kill
unless
everyone
bodies
off,
start hitting the floor, bro.
that and or if he decides to do something like a One Piece route to add another type of magic system in it, because right now people are too overpowered. I'm sorry, but there's no way you put Rill and Mimosa with literally anyone else and you win no matter what. Like, you can't lose.
Because you could literally have all of them use up all of their magic and like just unleash a crazy attack, and then they can just get healed.
Yeah,
Like
it's what's happening right now is I do not have a positive
dude,
outlook on it.
Gaja got blasted through the middle of the chest completely and came back from it. I'm like, what?
Gaja should have been dead. Gaja should have died.
He had literally a dinner plate in his chest. A big hole. I was like, what, bro? Like, just, ugh.
Gaja should be dead. Rill should
I do
be
fuck
dead.
with Gaja, though.
For some reason,
funny.
I was expecting, I remember saying this, that Rill was gonna, for some reason, I feel like he has to die. I don't know why. He just, like, looking at him, he gives me this martyr feeling that he's gonna give up his life for something. And I was expecting that with his Twilight Valhalla, bro. And then he did that successfully. And I was like, wow, my prediction came true. And then Mimosa from the cheap seats.
Because I honestly, what I thought was going to happen was I thought Rill and Gaja were going to die and they had to save one person. They were going to save, what's her name?
Laura Petrica or Charlotte?
No. Yeah, Charlotte. Because, like, the whole Charlotte Yami thing, she can't die.
Yeah. People are got to
She's gonna watch Yami die.
People got to start hitting the floor here real quick.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, Asta can basically go toe to toe with anyone for a short amount of time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. He's got to do some type of power rescaling here real quick, because otherwise it's just not going to turn out well. But
I agree.
Okay. We just went on a heavy Black Clover rant there.
Yeah, we did.
Do you have any other honorable mentions you'd like to bring up?
Toriko, I'm reading it right now.
Oh, yeah. I thought that one was actually going to be in your top 5. I'm surprised it didn't make it.
Dude, it is genuinely good. It's like actually good. And I don't know how this did not get a lot of hype, because the art is so cool. It is so much fun. It is creative as fuck, and the world building is really, really, really good. And the characters are really good. Like, so likable. Solid. It's such a fun time. God, it's awesome.
God, there's so much manga I really just want to read, but I don't have money to buy it, and I could probably find a way to read it online, but I'm lazy, so...
It's like, I'm just surprised it wasn't very popular, because it's like extremely shonen, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's just good.
I believe
and it's creative as fuck. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about all I got, though.
Okay, I said I read Naruto earlier. It made it on the honorable mentions up until chapter 500 and like 20. Anything in the Great Shinobi War arc should not exist.
Yep.
And I think that is what I have to say about Naruto. And then
dude, talk about botching a series. God, it was so good up until then, bro. And that literally makes up for like a third of Naruto.
Yeah, and especially the last like 20 chapters, like 680 to 700. It's like, why? You could have done so many different things, and it's just why. And he could have came up with so many different villains, but instead he brought all the other ones back to life. That upset
cringe. Me. It was literally shit, touching moment, shit, cool fight, shit. That's basically all I need to know.
Yep.
That was the Great Shinobi War arc.
Yep. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Nope.
The first 500 chapters were amazing, though. I read that shit in like 6 days. I was zooming through it.
So good. The start of Naruto is literally quality. The start of Naruto is like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Too bad it doesn't keep up that up. Okay. One my final honorable mention, one that I've actually only read the first volume to because it is impossible to find the second volume of Goodnight Poon Poon, bro.
Ah, good night, Poon Poon.
I feel like it would make my top 5 so easily, and honestly, I think it would probably be in the top 3. But can somebody notify me where to find it for less than $1,000 for one volume? Like, volume 3 is easily found, volume 1 is easily found, but volume 2, where you at, bro?
They just didn't print any volume 2s.
I really enjoyed the first volume, and honestly, whenever I find the second volume, I'm gonna have to reread the first volume because I'm not expecting to find it anytime soon.
Man, I'm pretty sure Oyasumi Poon Poon, bro. It literally just breaks you.
It's like right up my alley of stuff I think I would enjoy, and
Yeah.
I just can't enjoy it because I can't find it. Damn it.
I want to read it too, man.
With the hyper, I don't know, bro. It's just.
I heard the ending sucks and is a 2 out of 10 though.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
even if the ending sucks, it's still one of the most popular and well-renowned manga of all time.
Yeah, it is. This has like a cult following, low key.
Very much so.
Dude, I want to read Grand Blue. Apparently that manga's incredible.
Did you start watching the anime for that?
I did. I watched first season. Well, there's only one season out, I'm pretty sure. It was funny as fuck. It was so weird.
Why am I not surprised that you watch things that are weird?
It's kind of my vibe, man. But not that's like it's actually not even really a slice of life. Like it kind of a slice of life comedy, I suppose.
We need to get you working on them slice of lives, bro.
I don't like them.
Well, you're gonna have to figure it out, okay?
I know. It's gas pack.
Well, unless you have another honorable mention, I think we could probably wrap it up as an episode.
Let's wrap her up.
All right, guys. I should really start, adding or saying to follow us on Instagram and join our Discord at the beginning of the episode, but I forget every time, so I'm doing that now again. So follow us on Instagram and join the Discord.
Yeah.
We'd love to interact with you, and yeah, let us know what kind of content you like, and we might be able to work it in. So
Yeah, give us some ideas, guys. Come on over.
well, this wraps up our top 5 manga of all time. So